just wanna make things right. Walk, keep us on the road. Try to find what we had before. Get the spark igniter, is it gone?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Yo, listen, we had some technical difficulties. Don't kill us. We ain't technicians over here. Some things going on. You know what I mean? So listen, y'all. As you can see, we got some folk missing, but it's all good. They had some things going on with them tonight. So our co-host is gonna be you tonight. So if you want to call in, we're gonna give you like 2 minutes on anything that we're gonna talk about. Now listen, if you go off topic, I'm gonna hang up on your ass. I'm gonna hit the button on you. You go crazy, I'm gonna hit the button on you. Don't jump to a topic if we ain't hit it yet. So y'all should know what our topic's gonna be. So you come in, if you don't want us to see your face, you're gonna have to hide your face because it's gonna automatically ask you for your camera. So listen, we're gonna welcome you to the show. The show is Don't Be Scared.
Let's talk about
And we
it.
gonna talk about it tonight. Now listen, we got a lot of topics, but we gonna say over here, allegedly, this is what happened. Okay, you see my little fingers? And listen, like, comment, share. Now, I'm gonna put over here, if I can, hold on, because I'm trying to get myself together. The link should post over in the comment section. That is where you can copy that link. You should show up in the green box, in the green room. Once we hit a topic that you want to say something about, you can call in and you can, you'll show up on the screen with us and you can give your commentary of what you think about that particular topic. All right? Don't be rude, okay? Because we will click your ass off. But feel free to say what you want to say. Now, tonight, I'm going to start off by saying that I am drinking. What the hell am I drinking? I'm drinking Grey Goose and ginger ale. That is my choice of
Ginger.
tonight. Ginger ale! Like your mama said,
Ginger.
ginger ale.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
I'm trying to keep my stomach together.
I got orange juice and Hennessy.
Okay. All right, we got orange juice and Hennessy. That's what's up. Okay. I'm trying to put the link in all of the different spots on all of the different places that I'm sharing. So yeah. So you all can see. So we are going to start off, but remember, do not hit the button to call in until we hit the topic that you want to talk about, and feel free to call in and say what the hell you want to say, because like we said, don't be scared. Talk your shit. What's up? What you gonna say? So look, we gonna get started, baby. Let's roll. All right, baby, we got the celebrity tea. What this dude talking about?
Hey y'all, hey y'all. So, I wanted to have a little discussion tonight. I was trying to pull it up.
Don't pull him up, cause I'm trying to figure out what's going on with him, because he wasn't hitting, but back in the God
I was trying to find. Oh, you pulled the picture up right
2000s,
there. Yeah,
yeah, 2000s
it's a
was it?
while back. It's a while back. Well, anyways, Lyfe Jennings went. That's Lyfe Jennings. If people
Yes, it
don't know.
is, and this is his little
And he
thingy.
goes and he posts on Facebook, a bit of mama hate to be have him as a baby daddy. Sir, who are you? Who are you?
Wait a minute, wait a minute,
Now, the last
wait a
time I
minute.
remember seeing him was when he was on the Love and Hip Hop show with with old girl, and he had act like he was proposing to her
He did
and
Love and
ended
Hip
up
Hop.
taking his ring. Yeah.
I don't
He
even
did it
remember
with
him on there.
dang, what's that girl name who used to mess with Young Jock? They call her old now. Yes.
Carly Red done been with everybody and they damn daddy.
He was with Carly Red,
How old
and
is she?
that he act like he was gonna propose to her, but got up and said she wasn't worthy for him. She wasn't worthy enough. Right. Like, I don't know who this nigga think he is.
First of all, first
Cause
of
now
all,
he's going on there. First of all, he paid his baby mama $10,000 a month in child
how?
support.
How?
Correct. He
Like,
got
okay,
some money. He must got some money somewhere else. He gotta have some money somewhere else.
Life ain't got that many hits. Now, okay, let me go back. Because back in like the 2000s, in that, shoot, should I go? No, but even before that, a little bit, Lyfe Jennings was like, I, his singing had to grow on me a little bit. Because, he used to tell those stories before he would
Yeah.
actually start singing. And I went into
Hmm.
that. So one time I was working and I went on my lunch break, me and somebody else, can't remember who it was. We went to see him live. He was playing at one of the little restaurants. And he is really, really talented. That's when I started to like him. It was him and a piano. And he was really, really good. But you remember he went to jail. He's been in jail a few times. So now let me
And
say
he,
this. Rick Ross pays his baby mama $10,000 a month. But
I
how
mean,
this
Rick Ross,
dude paying 10,000? Yeah, catch my
correct.
point. Catch my point.
But what
How
if,
he paying
but
that?
what if he lying? What if he lying and he ain't really paying that much money?
Because you see, he said he blocked them. I think they all blocked,
Right.
so they can't really comment on this. I'm not believing that. I'm gonna need to see
Maybe
some
it's,
receipts, Life.
or maybe it's 10K all together. Like he got three baby mamas and it's 10K adding all of them together. Ain't no way he paying each one of them $10,000 a month.
I still don't believe it. I don't believe that he has that amount of money to pay them a month. I listen,
Well,
listen. He
I just wanted to know. I wanted to have this conversation because I want, like Jennings, who the hell do you think you are?
nobody. Life is
This women
absolutely
probably
no
ain't even thinking about you.
life. Life beat it. And I'm gonna tell you something. I've never purchased a Life. Well, back then it was CDs. That's how long ago it's been with Life. And the only song that I really liked was he jumped on a song with Fantasia. I
Oh,
can't even remember.
hypothetically.
Oh my God! Now they did that.
Hypothetically, of
Oh my!
course. Yes, that was my
Hypothetically was
song.
my shit. But
Yeah, that was
after
my
that,
song.
I wasn't a Life Jennings fan like that. So,
Right.
and I
Yeah.
didn't even know he was with Collie Red. Collie Red done been with it. Honey, everybody done been up in that cool cat. Who she
Okay.
ain't been with? But Life, honey, Life beat it.
Right.
Uh,
Taboo. You
Life ain't
ain't
paying
fooling
nobody no.
nobody.
No, nobody. None. None. What did he say? You didn't like Life?
You did.
No, I didn't like Life. Not like that. You sure? Yes, I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure. I did not like him. I liked him when I saw him live. That's because I feel like you know somebody's true talent when you see them live. Live
Yeah.
tells you a lot about a person. So I do feel like he's talented, but when he would do those little stories, them little stories used to make me mad. Because you couldn't go to the next song. Because remember, it was CDs. So you couldn't go to the next song without hearing a damn story. I don't want to
Yeah.
hear no damn story. I want to hear the damn song. That used
Well,
to
R.
aggravate the
Kelly
hell out of
had
me.
stories. R. Kelly had stories.
What stories? I don't
He
remember
had
those
stories.
stories.
He had whole plays and scenarios. This whole song. Step, step. He had instructions.
Oh,
Step,
that's come on.
step,
That ain't
right.
that.
Turning
That's
back.
stepping. That's stepping. That's like
Uh,
line dancing. That's line dancing. That's different. That's different. That's different. That's different. Now, trapped in the closet. Trapped in the closet was the shit. When that little midget was under, was in there.
that was a whole play. He did a whole play.
Hey, when that midget shitted on himself, when it.
That doggone trapped in the closet was a fool. I remember when that came out. I
Oh,
was. I
Oh,
think I was like 16, 17.
and he said it was longer than Harry Potter. Woo! Let me tell you something. I
For
bought
real.
Trapped in the Closet. I bought.
Oh my
I
God.
Yes, I did. I purchased Trapped in the Closet. But you know they said first of all they took his channel off of YouTube. R. Kelly's
Mm,
channel is gone off YouTube. But second, they said that he's negative $2 million now.
mm.
Negative. And I just got a message for his wife. I just want to let her know Amazon is hiring, ma'am. So if you need a job, since you jumped on there with all them people when they did that show, yeah, they hiring. So if you wanna go,
Cause you ain't getting no more money.
no, no, ma'am, no, ma'am, no,
But
ma'am, no, ma'am.
then she said she said she been stopped getting money though.
Oh, well, she. But do you remember,
Yeah.
like right after that happened, she was in the car with I guess her boyfriend at the time, and she was had his music playing. Talking, oh, he's still a genius.
Hmm.
No, dog. Mm-mm.
Right.
Them days over. Yeah, your check not stop. So, yeah, you can forget that. But it's over. It's definitely over for her. So, yeah, life. You can go and beat it. We don't wanna hear that shit no more. So, move right along with life lying ass. The NBA, baby. Let's go on over to my sports. NBA has started back, but this is just a preseason, so it's nothing for us to be all hyped about. But let's get into some NBA drama, cause you know I like the drama. Let's talk about Mr. Kyrie Irving. Kyrie. I believe Kyrie is some type of genius. I do. In his own right, right? I do, because he does hell of a shoes. He really does. He has this. His brain is really good. But Mr. Kyrie Irving has decided that he will not get vaccinated, and he means that. So Mr. Kyrie Irving at one point told the Brooklyn Nets that what he would do since he will not get vaccinated and they require that you get vaccinated is that he just won't play in Brooklyn, but he'll play in out of town games. That's what he'll do, right? So they decided, well, you know how you go on a job and they say, do you want to work full time or part time? They decided, bitch, we didn't hire you to work part time. We hired you to work full time. So over here in Brooklyn, if you ain't gonna work full time, you ain't gonna work part time either. Yeah. So Mr. Kyrie, they decided that you cannot practice with them, nor can you play with them if you are not going to be vaccinated. So at this time, Mr. Kyrie is not going to play. Mr. Kyrie is going to lose out on about almost $16 million for not playing because he will not be vaccinated.
I
Now
mean, he could do it.
last week we talked about medical people in the field walking away from jobs that was $70 million. He's walking away from almost 16 million because he's saying that he's not going to get vaccinated. I mean, what y'all thinking? What y'all thinking?
Uh, I think. I mean, you I feel like they wrong for that. I feel like although I'm vaccinated, but I do feel like people should make that decision for themselves, and they shouldn't be held accountable for it. Like y'all about to drop a player, stop a player. You about to stop potential wins just for a vaccine,
But if
or
I'm
you trying to
paying
prove
you,
a point?
if I'm paying you millions, millions of dollars,
If they're paying him millions of dollars, that means that he's bringing in more than that, more than whatever they're paying him. They
so
think that his him being on the team is an asset for the whole organization.
let me say this.
So he's a worthy player, and I mean, I feel like people can't force you to do that. Even these regular jobs, how you gonna force somebody to do something that they don't want to do? I mean,
Okay.
hell, if they die, they die.
But at the same time, no, you're gonna pass that on to somebody else. So what if they live and the other person dies?
But if that person, how is that the case if the vaccine's supposed to stop the people from damn dying or it's
But you don't.
lessen the symptoms?
It is, but it is, but still, you're
Right.
still you're still passing it on.
And you
I
can
y'all,
still pass it on being vaccinated too, though.
I'm dropping the
Like,
link, y'all, just in case y'all want to come in on the conversation. That's the link if you want to come in. I totally see what you're saying because I do not believe that it should be forced, right? But I
right.
do. But if it's so let's just talk about it because even when it comes to the president, he said that if it's more than 100 people in your organization, that these people need to be vaccinated. So it's not just the NBA. It's not just the Brooklyn
Yeah,
Nets.
but
It's
they're
starting to
giving them
be
options.
they are giving them options to where you can get the test done or whatever. But
Yeah, but see,
but then, but think
they should give
about
them
it.
the
But
options.
think about the NBA. These guys are close on each other. They're sweating. They're in the locker room. There's a lot of physical contact. So, and then they're going home to their family, to their grandmothers, to their mothers, to their fathers. So it may just be the fact of, there's a lot of contact out here. If you don't care about you, how about caring about somebody else and their family? And let me go here with you. So we say we don't want to be vaccinated. And again, I'm just being the what you call it? What word I'm looking for?
Devil's advocate.
Yeah, I'm about to say asshole, but yeah, devil's advocate. So listen, that's what I'm being. So let's just say you don't want to be vaccinated, but let's just say you find out that you got high blood pressure, or you find out you got diabetes, and the doctor tells you, hey, you got to take this medication for at least a year, or a 2 years. Da, da, da. Most people are gonna go and take that medication. You don't know what the hell is in that medication. You don't know what that medication is going to do to you, but more than likely, you're going to take it. Just like Nicki Minaj. She don't want to be vaccinated, but she done got her butt injected at least twice. So we choose what we want to do. That's all I'm saying. We choose what we want to do. That's all I'm saying.
I
All I'm
mean, I
saying.
understand that. I
That's
mean,
all I'm
I
saying.
completely agree, honestly. But in the same breath, people should be able to make the decision that they want to make for their own bodies.
They should. Absolutely. They absolutely should.
So, I mean, because at the end of the day, I mean, you still got to do your part too. So, if everybody literally just worry about themselves, you'll be good.
But here's my thing. Here's my comeback to that. How many people have worried about themselves and somebody else has died because they worried about themselves?
But
How many people have gone to an event and worried about themselves and given the virus to someone else and that someone else has passed away and they're still living? That's
but my
that's
thing
that's the
is,
only point I'm trying to
but
make.
my thing is, you cannot tell me, because listen to how they saying with this vaccine and what you're saying as well. You can't
Mhm.
tell me that if I get vaccinated and Kyrie Irving doesn't get vaccinated and he carries it and gives it to me and I die. First of all, I wasn't supposed to die. I'm supposed to
I
have
get
less
it.
symptoms anyway.
That is
So how
true.
could that even be a possibility? I'm not supposed to die. I might get the virus, yes. I might, have a couple of symptoms, yes. But that's the risk that you take anyway from going into a gathered event with
Okay.
more than 10 people.
So let's take that same scenario. Let's say he has it, he gives it to you, you take it home, you give it to your 10-year-old, and your 10-year-old doesn't make it because your 10-year-old can't get vaccinated. Then what?
That's on that person. That would be on me because that's the risk that I take anyway.
So that's the
That's
risk
the
that you
that's the
take,
risk that I take by going into a event anyway. Because
but
no
that's
matter
the risk
what,
that
it's
you
possible for
take,
me to get it, vaccinated or not vaccinated.
but that's the risk
So
that
that's
you
what you
take
think.
because you're working with someone, right? that decided not to be vaccinated. You decided to work around someone that decided not to be vaccinated.
Yeah, that's the risk you made. If I didn't want to work around that person, I'll quit.
So then what happens if people decide that? What happens if everybody else in the league decides, you know what? If Kyrie's not going to get vaccinated, I don't want to work with him because I've decided that if I can make that choice for my family, then what's wrong with him? Why can't he make it? Why
I
is
mean,
it
I can see.
fair? So here's the thing. Here's the thing. If Kyrie is saying, and we won't get off the topic because we'll be on. If Kyrie is saying, okay, listen, you don't want me to work in Brooklyn because you're saying that that's your rule. So I'm gonna take it's 80 something games in the NBA. I'm gonna take half of those games and I'm just gonna play away games where I know it's not a rule there. So that means everybody else on this team, we're gonna play 80 something games, but Kyrie decides he's only gonna play 40 something because he doesn't want to be vaccinated. How is that fair, Kyrie? It's not fair. So now it's like so the unvaccinated person gets to sit at home and not play at home games while the vaccinated person has to play 80 something games? Not fair.
I
Not
mean, but
fair.
it ain't really no prize out of that though.
What you
No
mean?
prizes. It's not a prize of missing games, especially home games.
It's not, but hell, he has less games he's gonna play, less injuries that he'll have. I mean, he'll be at home eating popcorn hoping that they win. And mind you now, Kyrie is up in age, so hey.
He'll probably end up deciding to take the vaccine.
Well, let me see. He says they didn't take his choice away. They allowed him to make his own decision, but there are always consequences to every decision made. So yeah, yeah. I
But
mean,
but at the same time though, isn't that the same thing that's going on with Cam? Even though New England said it wasn't about the
right?
vaccine,
They said
we
that.
all know it
We
was.
know he's not vaccinated, and that's what we said. Like,
And Cam still sitting on that
eh,
damn couch.
still sitting there. Absolutely, he's still sitting there.
Mm.
He's still sitting there, man. So I mean, listen, we can talk about this all day long, but I agree with you that it is that person's choice whether or not they want to be vaccinated. But the way this world is going right now, whoo, it don't seem like it's a choice anymore. It really doesn't. So he's saying the difference is they lying about it. The NBA is open about it. I agree. I agree. They lying about it in the
Yeah,
NFL, but the NBA is
yeah, they
open.
are.
Yeah, they are. I
Yeah, they
I, I
lying.
agree. I agree. And to me, the NFL has always been lying anyway. But we gonna get to that part. We're gonna get to that part.
Oh
So
yeah,
so
you
we're
better
gonna go
go.
on to the NFL because the NFL yeah yeah okay all right let's go on. So
They
we're gonna
back
go
up on
on.
they
They
bullshit.
back up on their bullshit. All right, so we're gonna go on to the NFL. So how y'all teams looking at that? So let's start out with our scores for the NFL. So we got the Patriots. The Patriots they beat the Texans. The Vikings won over the Lions. The Eagles they beat the Patriots. Let's see, we
Panthers.
got who?
They beat the Panthers.
Oh God, they beat the Panthers. I can't read my own writing. How you feel? How you feel? Cause that's your team. So you know. Yeah, how you feel?
We straight. I mean, they just the home team. They ain't my team. They just the home
No
team.
no no no
But
no no. Don't backtrack. Don't backtrack. Oh wait a minute, we got a comment. All right, we can't move on. I said when the vaccinations came out that they were optional. The government would eventually force it on us. Of course, Tracy. Yeah, absolutely. Of course they would. And that's exactly what we're seeing. It's being forced. It's definitely being forced. All right, the Steelers beat the Broncos. Mr. Harvell, woo, and Mr.
yeah, that was a
Chico
bad.
went head on head, dude. All right, the Chargers beat the Browns. Them Cowboys, they beat the Giants. The Cardinals beat the 49ers. And let's see, on last night, that was a good game. The Ravens beat the Colts. And Lamar Jackson, he did his thing. He came back in the fourth quarter. I thought it was over. He
He
came
did.
back.
I
Yes.
went to sleep on that game.
I came upstairs like, this is over. Came back. When I
Right.
went downstairs, 25-25. The Colts missed the doggone punt that they would have won. They would have won it. They missed it. And it went into overtime. They won the toss up, and Lamar led them down, and they won that damn game. He was it. He did it. And I saved the last one, and I might have missed some people. The Chiefs lost, and I couldn't believe that the Chiefs lost to the Bills.
They got their ass whooped too.
Damn, that was a little shocking to me. But they
That was a
lost to the
good game
Bills.
though.
But I saved this one for last. The Raiders lost to the Bears. And I saved that because I wanted to talk about Jon Gruden. So, Mr. Gruden, the coach of the Raiders, resigned today. Now, let's talk about it. Because Mr. Gruden, when I first got the story, it was said that Mr. Gruden was resigning because there were some racial slurs that were made towards black people. That was the first information that I got. And it was said that he had made these racial slurs. It was said that he said something about the lips of a black man was as big as Michelin tires. Okay. So I was like, okay, so I had to look it up or whatever. And then I was sent a link by Carlos, and he was like, nah, look at this link because New York Times did the real story. I said, oh, okay. So what's interesting about it is, you know, and I'm going to bring up Dave Chappell in this because to me this is where it all kind of ties in. The real truth of it is there were emails that started between him and I think about three of his buddies. Um, Inside of these emails, of course, there was a bit of maybe some racial slurs, but what he started to talk about was some homophobic talk, okay, as well as talking about a lot of the upper management people, okay? So it started out with racial slurs, but the racial slurs were actually made back in 2011, okay? He used words like a faggot. He used words as calling Roger Goodell. He says a faggot and a clueless anti-football pussy. These are his words, not mine. Okay,
Ooh.
so you're saying all of these things, talking about the NFL owners, things about the coaches. This is really why you resigned. It had nothing to do with the racial slurs that you actually said about us, about black people. And that just brings me to just go back to what Dave Chappelle was really talking about. It's not really about us. It's about the things that you said about the other people, the higher people that you talked about. That's what it really was about. So he has resigned. He is no longer going to be there. But it kills me how the story was first saying that it was about us. But when the real story hit, because it was over 650,000 emails that they went through, it really wasn't about us, why he resigned. It was about all the other shit that he was talking about the others. It just
And
doesn't
I
it doesn't
mean,
surprise me.
it don't surprise me either. But isn't that like the same type of shit that we do though? We talk shit about people all the time. White people, when we talking between our home, I mean, we know good and well not to do it on a work email.
Mhm.
But what if you had a coworker that you used to hang with outside of work and you on your off days and you talking and going on and you become this big famous, and all of a sudden they in their feelings and they go to TMZ and tell the conversation that you done had with them.
Well, see, this wasn't somebody that turned on him. This was actually like one of the guys who worked for the company. Like I think if I'm not if now I may have this kind of wrong, but like he had worked for the company, he had left the company, and they were doing some type of email type of detail, and that email kind of came up. So it wasn't like anybody like flipped on him or anything. These were actually like just buddies having a conversation, but one of them were on their like work email, which shouldn't have been. So it wasn't like nobody flipped on him or anything like that. It should have been done on an email. Basically, is what it was. So it was just that, but it was nothing. It was basically really not about us that he really what it was. It was just the terms that he was
No
using towards
particular. Right,
his
right.
bosses, talking shit about them and then using homophobic terms.
I mean, but
That's what got his ass in trouble.
who don't talk shit about, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah,
not trying to say what he said was right or whatever, but shit, he was talking shit. He was literally just talking about somebody else.
yeah. But what somebody told me one time? They said, watch the shit you put in black and white. Because you can never take it back.
And then
That shit in
too,
black and white would get your ass in trouble.
yeah.
Watch the shit you put in black and white. You can't take that shit back. There's no coming
And
back
then
from it.
too, if you black, you know good and well white people talking about you.
I mean, of course. And
You
especially in
already
the
know that.
NFL. But especially the NFL, and I'll say this, the NFL to me is one of the most racist sports that
It is.
I think it is. I think it is. And I think it's known. I think it's known to us. Which is one of the reasons why Jay Z and all of them like has tried to go over there to kind of like, incorporate a little bit of diversity. So I think it's known that it's, like that or whatever. So I mean it is what it is, but listen, don't let these people fool y'all. This shit ain't have nothing to do with us. Nothing to do with us. He was talking about them other folk, and that cost him his damn job. That was the reason for that. Nothing to do with us. So listen, the link is down. Is in there, y'all. If you all want to come over, I'm gonna put it up here again. If y'all want to come in and say something about anything we talked about, the link is there. So yeah, but it just brought me to that point, man. Like
Yeah.
really, like it was nothing but the truth. It was nothing but the truth of what he was saying. Like it don't be having nothing to do with us, man. It just be some whole nother shit. Like whatever. But the New York Times, like they really did a very good write up of everything that like happened and what went down or whatever. So I'm gonna move on to this next topic, and this is Mr. Jacob Blake. Do y'all you remember him? You remember this guy?
Oh yeah. Mhm.
So remember he was out there, and he, I guess it was so many different versions of the story. But anyhow, the cops had been called to the scene. He was going off over there. He was walking around the car. His three kids were inside of the car. He walked around the car to get into the car. They shot him 7 times in the back. He was paralyzed. He did not die. He was paralyzed. They have decided, which is no surprise to me, that the officers that shot him will not be prosecuted. Not surprised. Like, come on. We're really surprised. And so, the next thing is going to be that the family is going to, sue the state or whatever, and they'll probably be
Mhm.
compensated. The same thing happens all the time. You sue, you get paid, but nothing
Right.
ever happens to the officer. It's the same shit, different day. So he's nothing. They're not going to be charged with it. He's paralyzed. Same thing. So the next thing is Mr. We talked about this one, I think, on last week or the week before. Mr. Delaney Day. So I believe this is a part of his obituary. I think that they included these pictures. Um, it was said that some of his organs were not found in his body when the autopsy was done. So when I read up on this, they said that it was actually two autopsies completed on him because there was an autopsy done, and then the mother, she actually had her own autopsy done. Now, she stated that there was no organ harvesting done to her son's body. So I don't know if that's meaning when they were in the river, like maybe some animals got to the body. I'm not sure, but I know the first autopsy said that there were missing organs. So she said all she's worried about is that she knows that her son did not throw himself in the river and that he was murdered, and she just wants to find out what happened to her son. So we
But how
still
was
don't
his
know.
jaw so sawed?
The craziest thing.
Like that's not an animal thing.
No, it's not. It's not.
She probably the FBI or some the police must have told her to make that statement or something
Yeah,
because
it's odd to me.
right,
I mean, because
because
there was,
I would need the answer.
yeah, yeah. It was odd to me that she made that statement, but yeah. So they still have no answer to who murdered this young man, and it's
That's
crazy.
sad. It's
It's
sad.
it's
It's
it's really sad
it's
that
real out
nobody
here. And
knows.
then that was the same thing as what's that girl? Remember that girl went missing in that hotel and I ended up finding her in the dresser. Was it Kanika?
In the dresser.
I mean in the freezer.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They said that she did that herself though. That she
I
was
heard.
just high on
I need to
drugs.
hear. I don't know what the final thing
They said
came up to.
she was just high and she was hot and she went in there to cool down. Now that's what they said, and that she basically froze to death. That was the last word that I heard. That she froze to death. So I listen. I don't know. I don't know, but that's what they said.
Huh. That's just so
So
strange. It just be making me think like people really out here like out to get black people. Like it's just so weird. Just so many stories and the way black people just done. It just make me feel like y'all really hate us that bad.
I hope not. I hope not. I hope not. I hope not. Cause we all bleed the same, right?
Yeah,
We all be.
I think they hate us. I think so.
I think you over there drinking.
I think they hate us, Auntie. I think they
No.
hate us.
So listen, I will tell you this. I hate this next man though. So this man is named Prentice Madden, and Mad should be his last name on some for real, for real. He is a veteran. I mean, he's a vet, so he works with animals. This dude has he's gonna serve 22 years in prison. Okay, he has he's going to jail. I got to get myself together. I must be feeling this.
That's
He's going to jail. He has been convicted of being with at least two kids, two boys under the age of 16, and he has been having sex with dogs, and he's been videotaping it. And on one of the videotapes, he's been using dildos on the dog and masturbating himself while on camera. He is 40 years old. Okay? He got up in court and he said, these are his words. He said, it does not, these things do not represent the person that I am. You a whole damn lie if that don't represent who you are.
right.
Listen to me. sir, um, when you started to feel those things, if that did not represent who you were, then you would have went and got help when that stuff started to form in your head. If that's not, who you are. But instead of doing that, you started to act on it. Like who has sex with dogs?
With dogs.
Who has sex with dogs? Not
Who
even
has
to
sex with dogs?
mention
Who
you.
thinks? Who thinks to have sex with dogs?
And then who thinks to pull out a dildo and have sex with and put it in the dog? Who? Who? Why did you go purchase the dildo, sir? What made you go into the store and decide that you're gonna get the dildo? What made you say this little dildo gonna fit real good in little roof? What made you, in God's name, decide? I need answers, cause you sick. Who? Little Rufus ain't do
Don't
nothing
say
to
that.
you.
Ain't did
Like,
nothing. And did he
girl,
say like he was molested as a child or something like
he
that?
said that I don't remember, he might have been molested, but I know he said that he saw his stepfather abuse his mother. And so that played a part, I guess, in, how he, treated people and all this kind of stuff. Listen, I don't give a shit about that. You 40 years old. If you didn't go get help for that by now, come on now. This is bullshit. Listen,
That's some nasty shit.
I don't believe in, violence and all that kind of stuff. But I do believe in an eye for an eye. Now
Okay.
when you get up in there, if they get you in the bathroom, may he have mercy on your asshole.
They better keep him away from people for real. Cause that's some nasty stuff. And white people don't play about their dogs, honey. They
Listen,
don't play about them damn dogs.
I'm surprised he didn't get more time, to be honest, because he he molested two little boys, and he did dogs, and it's all on camera. I'm surprised he didn't get more
Mm.
time than that. I'm surprised he didn't get more than 22 years, to be honest with you. I'm real shocked about that, but they should have got his ass. I believe he should have got more time than that. Now now he got me stuttering. I don't like shit like that. Now I don't like that. He got me stuttering. I don't like that. Now that shit made me mad. I could kick his ass for that. Now that's some bullshit right there. I don't like that thing. That thing bother me. That thing bother me. Damn, that thing bother
Yeah,
me. He 40
that was
and he
some
don't look like a
bullshit.
bad. I know y'all can't see his picture. Let me see if I can. You can't really see. He hide behind them dogs because he nasty as hell. Y'all see that he hide behind them dogs on nasty ass. He probably done something to them. They poor little things. He probably done dug up
Oh
in them.
God, I can't even.
Ooh,
Y'all can't even look him in their
poor
face.
little things.
Look
He
at
probably done
y'all.
got him. Poor little oh Lord have mercy. Oh, they poor little things. Look at that. Listen, y'all, he probably done got him already. Oh, somebody ought to tear his ass up. But he looked like a nice looking man. He didn't have to do that to them. Now, I don't like shit
Yeah,
like that.
them be the ones, man.
I don't
Them be
like
the
shit like
ones
that.
that be out there.
And he probably got a nice house and everything, y'all. He probably living the life and
Hmm.
out there fucking with them dogs. Oh, excuse me. I don't like that, y'all. I don't like shit like that now. Woo! That made me mad. I don't like that.
Pushing it,
And look,
pushing it.
women out here looking for a good man, and he out here fucking dogs and shit. Woo! That thing done made me mad. Ooh, I don't like that shit. I don't like that, y'all. I don't like that shit. He done made me mad. Let me get off of this. Let me get off of this. Cause he done made me mad. Woo! Okay. Y'all, let me move on. Okay. Okay, I'll move on. Alright, y'all. This will stop acting ugly. Now, y'all ain't gonna believe this if I told you, but this is a true story. Y'all can look it up for yourself. The woman, she's gonna sue Geico because she had sex with a man in his car, and while doing so, she contracted an STD. So she had a conversation with this gentleman. She told the gentleman she was going to sue him. They settled for $1 million. She went and she sued Geico. And right now, you ain't gonna believe it, but you can Google it. Google it. I'm not making this shit up. Right now in the courts, there is a case. Now they won't disclose their names, but now listen, what she got is HPV. That's what they're saying. HPV is what she got. Okay? They won't disclose their names. Now Geico won't to disclose their names. They say, fuck that. If you're gonna put us out here, let your picture, what's their name? Put their name on the internet. But the judge say no. We ain't gonna do that right now. Okay? So now listen. It's in the court right now. The judge has not ruled on it, but the judge is thinking about it, giving this woman $1 million because she contracted this STD inside this man's car. Now, listen at this. Geico says that the only thing that's covered is just the vehicle, not, him and, his penis. Like, we say we were going to cover that. But his penis is in the car, ain't it?
They're about to start making people take STD tests to lower their premiums.
Ain't it in the car? Listen, I'm going to tell y'all right now, if this thing passed, do you know how many people going to be rich? You know how many people going to go back and sue and say they got an STD in the car? Y'all, right now to this day, this is still in court. $1 million suit against Geico for this lady catching an STD inside the car. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I believe that her and this gentleman have decided that if they win, they're going to split this damn money. They're going to split this money. They in this shit together. I believe that. They're going to split this money. Yeah.
Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
That's probably why he gave her that money.
Yep. Because he agreed to it.
Settled.
That's why they settled. Because see, it started out as she was gonna. She said $5.2 million, but they settled for $1 million, and then it went on to go to Geico, and then Geico was like, "Hell no, we ain't agree to this," and that done went to court, and the judge like, "Wait a minute, I ain't throwing this out." So the judge is going to listen to this case and has not thrown it out and said, I'm going to listen to it and I'm going to rule on it. And I'm going to follow it. And I'm going to let y'all know if they win, because if they win, a lot of y'all, I ain't calling no names. Y'all might can go get y'all a little piece of change. Hey, y'all might get y'all a piece of change, but I'm going to tell y'all that.
I wonder how she started this conversation. Did she call the 1-800 number and put the complaint in?
Yeah, like, how did this conversation happen? How did this happen? Like, how did you bring this up? Like, and was this a one night stand? Because, and why y'all do it in the car? Y'all couldn't get in a hotel room. And what kind of car was this? Like, was this a Honda Accord or what? Like,
and what did he do? What did he do that he was able to pay her $1 million?
But if you had all of that though, then why you doing it in the car? Was he married? Boom! I done figured this shit out. Don't try me. He married. And that's why they won't disclose the names. Because he married. He don't want the wife to find out. He don't want the wife to find out. Girl, that is. That's what it is. He don't want the wife to find out. Yes, sir.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
You done
He
made up a
married.
whole story
He
about
married.
this.
I'm gonna follow this. I'm gonna follow this because if that judge decide to give her that $1 million, $1 million, because okay, that HPV, you can't you get rid of that? That ain't nothing. That
No,
ain't
I think
nothing, is it?
that's what no, you could get cervical cancer from that. You could
But
get
they got a
cervical
shot for
cancer.
that, don't they? That HPV shot, they got a shot for that.
Yeah, but I think you had to take it at a certain point. I think you had to take it when you were younger. But I don't know. I don't know if you can take it when you get older.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, but let me say this. I want to switch gears right quick. And I don't think you watched the show. Do you watch Real Housewives of Potomac?
I haven't watched this year, this season.
Do you know that Nicki Minaj is doing their reunion?
Oh Lord.
Nicki Minaj, whom I do not care for at all, she's actually hosting. I think she's only doing like a certain, maybe like the ending of it, but she's doing the reunion. And she went live and she was like, well, she said, I couldn't like pity pat. She was like, because my fans want me to ask the hard questions. So she said she went in. She said she asked the hard questions that everybody wanted to know. Yep. So I watched
Ooh.
Potomac. I watched Potomac. Potomac is really probably the only real. Besides, I did Atlanta a little bit, but Atlanta done fell off. But now Portia gone and Cynthia gone. So
Right.
and I don't know who coming on next. But that Potomac was good, girl. Potomac was all that. All of that.
Yeah, I seen it all on social media.
Yeah, Potomac was all of that. So Nikki is up there, and she's supposed to be asking all these questions and all this kind of stuff. So I'm a tune in. I'm a definitely tune in
I
because
wonder why they chose Nikki though.
what Nikki asked, she she tweeted and she tweeted or either she went live and she was like, I would really love to host the reunion. And Andy responded. And at first, Andy was like, of course, Andy don't want to give up his spot. So I think they did it together. He just let her come in. Yeah, he let her come in, and they did a little picture and everything, and then she went live and she was like, I was there and I did it. She was like, it's gonna be real good. It's gonna be real good. So
Mm.
I don't know, but honey, but I tell you that Potomac was good. It
I need to go.
was.
I'm gonna go back and watch this season. I didn't watch
You
it.
gotta go back. You gotta go back and watch it because when I tell you the pettiness, like when you get so petty to you, like I'm gonna invite you over, but I'm not gonna invite you in my house to use the bathroom. Will you get that petty? Nah, nah. We
Dang.
I'm not about to do this with you. I'm not about to do this with you. Well, you're not gonna invite. I could stay home. Because we was under a tent in your driveway anyway, honey. So I can say my black ass home.
Mm.
Truth be told. So girl, bye. I ain't nobody thinking about you. Oh, I did forget one thing. Oh, my baby, Russell, get well soon. I forgot about Russell. Yeah, y'all, Russell hurt. I think he's gonna be out for what, 6 weeks?
I don't know. I didn't even know he had surgery, but I seen in the game when he had hurt his finger.
Yeah,
I
but I
seen.
thought it
I
was
didn't
something
think it was that
small.
bad. Right.
Exactly. I didn't think it was that bad either. But yep, it was bad. It was. And honey, you see Sierra, honey, she right there like,
You don't
don't
play them
play.
games.
Don't play with my man. She don't play. She don't play about that. But she don't play about that one, honey. She was right there. I don't blame her. I
Right.
don't blame her. I've been there too. So
Okay.
yeah, honey, we gonna lift him up in prayer. We gonna keep him lifted. You stupid. Woo! But yeah, man. So that's all we got tonight, y'all, man. That's all we got tonight. Y'all didn't want to call in and
Goodbye,
talk to us.
sis.
Y'all must be scared. Y'all scared. Y'all scared. Well, we
It's all
appreciate
good.
y'all. We sure appreciate y'all for looking and stuff. Honey, my throat dry. I gotta go get me a house and get my life together. This goose got me sweating.
Lord Jesus.
I'm sweating like hell. All right, man. Thank y'all for watching. Don't be scared.
Let's talk about it.
Later, mine.